to Markets Today. I'm your host Ibrahim Sani. Last week, Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba shocked the world with the Singles Day shopping festival. They broke records yet again. The festival racked up $25.4 billion of sales in one single day. This had renewed attention towards the bigger role that the e-commerce will play in the growth of the global economy moving forward. My colleague Luqman Hariz reports from Shanghai.
It's big, it's bad. It's the biggest online shopping festival in the world. It is Alibaba's 11/11 Singles Day. Last year, Singles Day racked up $17.8 billion of sales in a day. That's 2.5 times bigger than Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined, and bigger than the GDP of 83 countries last year. And this year, the Chinese e-commerce giant smashed figures again, notching $25.4 billion in sales. And the slew of new cutting-edge technologies in this year's festival may have been the reason. Like the concept of new retail. New retail turns your usual shopping experience on its head, injecting artificial intelligence, analytics and acute data tracking into your overall shopping experience. Like this virtual fashion advisor who, when you pick a clothing item, recommends other clothing items that might go well with it. It'll also recommend clothing items based on your previous shopping habit.
我们背后呢，其实是有非常多的淘宝的上面的达人来给我们贡献这种搭配创意，大概会有数十万的他们已经搭配好的这种图像和商品，我们用机器学习就可以把它学习出来，然后变成机器的智慧来为这个就是消费者去搭配。这样的消费者的话，就不再需要浪费很多的时间再去茫茫的商品当中再去挑选，它可以直接的就呈现在面，把自己中意的挑选出来就可以了。
Or this magic mirror, which lets you try makeup without actually using any real makeup.
We actually use some new AI technology like face detection, face reconstruction, and face features tracking.
But all the fancy tech aside, over here in Malaysia, maybe Singles Day presents a glimpse into what's possible for our small businesses through the digital free trade zone. A collaboration between Malaysia and Alibaba, DFTZ began operations earlier this month and is touted to be the differentiating factor for our SMEs moving forward, promising access to Alibaba's huge platforms and the Chinese market.
Our newly launched EVTP zone in Malaysia is a very, very important milestone in terms of our globalization strategy. And we position this EVTP zone as a regional hub for Alibaba's global expansion, especially to the Southeast Asia. I know a lot of people in Malaysia and in that region. Actually, they're also a big fan of this shopping day. So how can we meet their demands? How can we serve them to give them a good, not only a good product but also a very good service? Actually, this is why we think about we need a hub in Malaysia.
But for this, is our infrastructure good enough?
The question going forward is, if SMEs want to trade on this platform, with all the processes has been improved, who will be facilitating them? So there must be an agency that have the reach that can work with SMEs. Players like us need to be able to actually be more aggressive, putting in more investment on infrastructure.
Post Malaysia wants to get anything ordered from Malaysia to wherever it is ordered from in the world in 72 hours.
Malaysia, we are quite confident with all the improvement that we have put in place. We should be able to hit that 72 hours kind of time frame within the next maybe 1 year or so.
How about our cargo and our airports?
No, we think we are. From the infrastructure side, we've already got, at least from air cargo to use runways, we've already have 3 runways. When you talk about connectivity to the region and to the world, we do have that. There are over 700 flights weekly to China, for example. So what we lack is actually the volume of trade to go through Malaysia as a hub.
Maybe a lot of work does need to be done for us to reach the scale, the likes of Singles Day, but we sure look to be on track. What I gather from my trip to the Singles Day Festival this year is that the future is bright for our SMEs.
And that wraps up this episode of Markets Today. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at 50101. And don't forget to download our app on the Google Play and the Apple App Store. I'm Ibrahim Sani. Thanks for watching and goodbye.